All right, so we've kind of remanipulated this, but we can see here that when I've done that, I've lost a little bit of the shape of the head and a little bit here we need to kind of fix with that kind of mirror of the jaw. Let's start with the bald head first. We're going to click on that. We're going to go into free transform. Now I could just kind of shrink this down a little bit to make it work, which is fine. But I can also do just a little bit more. Maybe this head is a little bit high. So if I control click or right click, there's this option that says distort. And if I click on distort, I can actually do things like rework the size of the head. So you can see how that's kind of changing the look of that head a little bit. And right about there. Once again, that kind of changes the ears a little bit, so I'm just going to scale them in just a little bit and scale that out, or maybe scale that in a little bit more. It's kind of a weird looking guy. There we go. So we've hit enter to get that set. And now let's take a look at this little area here. All right, so what's happening is we've got the original chin kind of bumping into the chin here of our neck. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of clean this up a little bit. And to do that, we're going to go in and we're going to use a tool called the healing brush tool. So we know a little bit about the healing brush tool. We know that basically it'll take a texture from one place and put it in another. But let's go in and actually use this. Now this is destructive, but one of the ways that we can fix that is if we go here, we want to make sure that this is above our jaw. So we're going to create just a new separate layer. I'm going to call this neck fix. And what's really cool is if I go up here and choose current and below as opposed to current layer, what this will do is this will clone not just the items that are on this one layer, which is nothing, but will clone anything that is on that net fix and below. So just to see what would happen if I did current layer, if I control click, you can see that nothing's really happening, and that's because it's just basically going off of a completely invisible layer. But if I click on this and choose current layer and below, or all layers depending, I can now click on this area right here and then fix that little area there that was giving us problems. And while I'm here, I'm noticing that this is a little bit crunchy here, so I'm just going to go down to my original here, and I'm just going to soften that up a little bit by using a very soft brush. So I've switched over to the brush, and I'm going to make sure this is very, very soft, and I'm just going to kind of mask this area out so we don't have those kind of hard edges here. Okay, and this is a little sloppy, to be honest, but you can always come back and fix it later. Okay, close enough. All right. Now let's go on to our next section here, which will be to change things up just a little bit more.